In this short video, we'll learn how large language models work and discuss the shift from traditional SEO to generative engine optimization, also known as GEO. So what is a large language model? A large language model is an artificial intelligence system trained on massive amounts of text data to understand and generate human-like language. Before we learn about how large language models work, let's first understand how they are different from traditional search. When you Google something, the search engine scans web pages for matching keywords and shows you a ranked list of links. It's like a librarian pointing you to the right shelf. But an LLM actually reads and comprehends the content, then generates an original answer in natural language. It's more like having a conversation with an expert who has consumed millions of books, articles, websites, and conversations, and is synthesizing all of that information into a generated response. LLMs don't just find pages like in traditional search. They understand meaning, interpret context, and generate original responses, all things that traditional search simply can't do. This is because they are probabilistic systems that predict language based on patterns, not keyword matching machines. So what does that mean? Instead of following rigid rules or matching exact keywords, LLMs work by predicting what word should come next based on the patterns they've learned from billions of examples. Think about it like this. If I say the capital of France is, you know immediately that the next word is Paris. That's because you've seen this pattern hundreds of times. LLMs work the same way, but at a massive scale. When you ask an LLM what's the best hybrid luxury SUV, it's not searching a database for entries tagged hybrid and luxury SUV. Instead, it's calculating, based on everything it's learned about hybrid vehicles, luxury cars, SUVs, and how people talk about topics like safety, efficiency, and comfort, to determine what's the most helpful response I can generate right now. This is why you might notice that the same prompt can generate a different response on different AI models, or even within the same model. Because it's predicting from probabilities rather than retrieving fixed answers, every response is slightly different. Even if you ask the exact same question twice, the AI samples from its learned patterns and might emphasize different aspects, structure the answer differently, or mention different examples, all equally valid. This is a lot like asking 3 different car experts to recommend a hybrid luxury SUV. They've all read the same industry reports and reviews, tried out all the models, but expert A might prioritize efficiency and suggest the Lexus, whereas expert B might prioritize safety and suggest Mercedes. They're both drawing on the same knowledge, but their responses reflect different, but equally valid, ways of being helpful. The same thing happens across different AI models. ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini have all been trained on similar content from the internet, but each company made different choices about which data to include, how to weight certain sources, and what makes a good answer. So they develop different patterns, different expertise, if you will. That's why you can't just optimize for one perfect prompt or one specific AI. Your brand needs to show up consistently across thousands of different contexts and variations. Now let's talk into how LLMs are designed. LLMs are built in 3 phases. First is the pre-training phase. This is where the LLM goes to college. It learns to predict the next word in a sentence by training on massive text sources, such as internet content, literature, Reddit posts, social media, and more. During this phase, the LLM forms deep knowledges and internal biases. Remember that these biases will matter. Phase 2 is the post-training phase. This is the post-grad phase, where the LLM is entering the workforce with mentors. Here, the LLM is fine-tuned to learn what a good answer looks like. It learns to be helpful, accurate, and professional. Each AI company, such as OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google, and others, does this differently, which is why the same prompt can get you different answers across different LLMs. The last phase is retrieval augmented generation, also known as RAG. No LLM knows everything, so when there's a gap in knowledge, it retrieves information from the internet in real time. But here's the critical part. The LLM doesn't just copy what it finds. It reads, interprets, and answers using its internal biases from pre-training. Traditional search finds links, whereas AI reads the content and generates answers. LLMs understand meaning, not just keywords. So when you ask, "What's the weather?" or "How's it looking outside?" the LLM knows that these mean the same thing. This is why keyword stuffing doesn't work anymore. Context and themes matter more than exact phrases. This changes everything for marketers. Traditional SEO focused on keywords, backlinks, and metadata to rank on Google. But LLMs don't search like that. They generate responses from semantic understanding. A brand's reputation isn't just about its website anymore. It's about every mention, review, and comparison across the entire internet. Generative engine optimization, also known as GEO, focuses instead on identifying the most influential sources shaping AI's perception and creating content designed for AI visibility. At Evertune, we help you understand how LLMs see your brand across thousands of contexts, identify gaps, and shape the perception of your brand in both the training and search phases of an AI model. Because in the age of AI, marketing isn't just about optimization. It's about building your brand with consumers and AI. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions or would like to learn more.